3 o'clock. I'm supposed to be on the air at 3 o'clock. Donovan couldn't time to work it again, huh? Well, all right.
I'm a contented man.
Well, here I am again. I've been here 20 years, and it's just the same as it was the first day I started here. No commercials. I'm so ashamed. Oh, most music on
77 WABC.
WABC, New York.
Dan Ingram Electric Radio is on the air.
Dan Ingram, this is your life. At least, Dan, this is as much of your life as we can talk about. The Dan Ingram story, with very few exceptions, virtually the same story as that of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a large metropolitan newspaper. Actually, there are more than a few exceptions. For instance, Dan was not born on a distant doomed planet far away in space. He was born on Long Island. And to be honest, Dan's parents did not place the infant Ingram in a bubble to travel through space, although they did once give him a tricycle. Unlike Clark Kent, Dan was not raised by foster parents. Had Mr. and Mrs. Ingram known that their son was going to be a disc jockey when he grew up, he might have been. But that would have been a different story. Dan's parents were to get one of their first clues to their son's eventual destiny when at the tender age of 13, Dan entered a disc jockey contest.
Sisters, I think, right. And today, the word of the day is puberty. And the honor group of the day, girls who wear patent leather shoes. You wear patent leather shoes? You're in the honor group. Hey, let's check today in history right now. In about 30 years from today, Joe Nolan will be born. Right.
No, Dan did not win the contest, but he was not to be detoured. A strange thing happened one day as young Dan made his way through junior high into high school. Suddenly equipped with the pipes that would later sell America most everything, Dan got serious about his career. There was the college station at Hofstra, and then armed with higher education, on to commercial radio, where jobs paid, although not much. Dan was working weekends in Bridgeport, Connecticut. To save his parents from embarrassment, he called himself Ray Taylor, and even did his own newscasts.
WICC Newsroom, Ray Taylor reporting. Next news, headlines at 9:30. You're tuned to WICC, Bridgeport, Connecticut, 600 on your dial.
Dan, I mean, Ray, your record is scratchy. Better watch out. These things sometimes skip.
Good evening. Ray Taylor here in the chamber. And we'll be here until 10 o'clock with some nice ones for you. The good music on a Saturday night. On your favorite Saturday night program in Connecticut, your Ray Taylor program in the chamber. From 9:05 until 10. And the big band of the night, Sal Salvador. And all those fine brass instruments. It's time now for news, real news to get you updated, and real traffic with the real Joe Nolan. Coming up next, more of our 20th anniversary show. We'll have the number one tune of 67. That'll be coming up right after the news.
WABC, Action Central.
I'm Rick James. It's 76 degrees, but what the heck, we'll call it 77 at WABC, New York's radio station.
The most music on
77 WABC.
WABC, New York.
That's good to hear that again. I've missed the staff announcers. They're some of the great men of the industry. That was John Cosier, George Ansborough, George Hayes, and so many of the other guys who are just... when I walked in here, and I remember once when George Ansborough came in to do the news on my show, because staff men did the news in those days, I mean, he was one of my heroes. I mean, what an honor it was to have a man of that stature, and all the other guys, too, who are such great talents. That's part of the fun of the early days here. You remember this thing?
Happy 20th anniversary
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
to you. Happy 20th anniversary to you. 20 years of Dan Ingram on WABC.
Well, that's nice. You fooled me. We were about to play the record that was the #1 record of way back in 1967. Remember this? Right. You remember who sang it? I used to call her Ul Ul. Because it sounded better that way. This is Too Soon with Love, Lulu. Truth be known, I never liked that record. I mean, let's face it, you can't love them all, and that may be your all-time favorite record. If it is, I apologize, but it just never really turned me on.
I'm easy, too. Those are the Commodores on WABC, just like Sunday morning or Friday night we're easy. It's 11:06 on WABC, and coming up, music from Marty Ballin and Christopher Cross and Michael Jackson and a whole lot more, plus a chance to win a family pack of 4 tickets to a new 3D flick. Don't go away. The latest from Hall & Oates on WABC. Private Eyes. When you wear sunglasses, you want to be private about it. It's 11:09. That's right. The best you can do right here in New York City. You can't do better than that. That's Christopher Cross and Arthur's theme on WABC. It's 11:18. I'll Mike McCann. I gotta share this with you. Something happened to me today. I went down to the New York State Tax Services Bureau in Mineola. After waiting months and months for my New York State tax return, got a bill instead that said that I owed money. So I went down with kind of a chip on my shoulder, you know. I mean, I went down there expecting the worst and have to fight it out and battle it out. You know how government employees are. Well, was I surprised? I couldn't believe how nice everybody from top to bottom, the entire department. I ended up getting more money back than I originally anticipated, but even if I didn't, they were still nice to Ed Gregerman, the chief, and all the people there. This is for you.
Now 58 degrees in Huntington, 65 in Union, New Jersey, where Joe is going to, well, whatever he's going to do.
We'll see.
And 67 degrees in New York City. That's incredible.
Really?
I'm Rosa Gay, WABC Radar Weather.
6:35, 25 minutes away from 7 o'clock. See you in Short Center, Rosa. Really? Well, it's 65 degrees. I'm going to go down the hall to the Joe Nolan Hall of Fame here for just a minute while you listen to the Fifth Dimension. 77 WABC, 6:38, 22 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Surrey. I had a Surrey once with a little fringe around the top. I want to talk. Really nice little item.
For the thoroughly modern woman, there's now something called a one-night stand kit.
All right.
We'll discuss that coming up next.
While some New York banks want to help you chase inflation, the
She was rich and inviting, and knew where to find one. William Hurt, Kathleen Turner, Body Heat. A story of passion and suspense. A Lad Company released through Warner Brothers. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without a parent.
Opens Friday, August 28th. Isn't that today? No, it's a week from today.
Next week.
A week from today at Lowe's State, Lowe's 34th Showplace, Lowe's New York Twin, Lowe's Orpheum, and Selected Theaters near you.
19 minutes away from 7 on the nearly famous Ross and Wilson show at 77 WABC.
6:41.
And now for the thoroughly modern woman, it's a one-night stand kit, Brian.
Well, how appropriate.
Specially designed for the woman who, if she happens to meet a man she likes, is ready to go home to his place and spend the night.
Wow, what a deal.
Now, this is made by...
By the way, friends, I live in Alpine, New Jersey. It's right across the river, about 8 miles north of the George Washington Bridge.
This is a...
Take the second exit off the Palisades Interstate Parkway.
Brian, thank you. This is a company called Kit and Caboodle.
Oh, good.
That are located right over in Park Ridge, New Jersey.
Park Ridge? Oh, well, how convenient.
Yes, the kits include such things as a toothbrush with toothpaste already built into it.
Oh, well, I've got plenty of toothpaste.
Razor, comb,
you know,
packet of shampoo,
Shampoo.
mouthwash, mouthwash,
That's shampoo. I got
and a
mouthwash.
shower cap.
I have a couple of shower caps, too, yeah, just in case.
According to Marcia Hirsch, who is the spokesperson for the company, everything in the one-night stand kit is totally disposable and portable. It's perfect for the way the new woman lives.
Yeah, well, for all you new women out there, you take the second exit off the Palisades Interstate.
Brian. Thank you. She
Take a left at the light.
She says some women even use the kits as pickup devices.
Oh, what a great idea.
By flashing them at men they've just met, just to let the men know that they're available.
Or just dropping them on the sidewalk as they pass them, attractive-looking male.
Well,
Excuse me, dear, you dropped your blunt. Oh, my.
Marcia says the kits are selling real well right now, but
I bet they are.
But they expect sales to pick up even more after they add a few other items.
Yeah, like what?
Well, birth control device, for example.
Birth control device?
Yes.
Well, you got to take the pill for a couple of weeks before they take effect, don't you?
A men's birth control device.
Oh, one of those.
Right. You got it.
I hate those things. Anyway.
Just about 17 minutes before 7 o'clock.
How are they going to get a cold shower packed into one of those little kits?
That's not what I was talking about.
Hey, quick, let's give away some tickets here. What do you say?
All right.
Coming at You. That's the name of the film. Brand new 3D number. And we've got a family pack of 4 here for this R-rated movie. Take the 7th caller at area code 212-955 WABC right now.
I don't have plans and schemes.
Follow Winfield, Vanilla, Nettles, Mercer, Dent. This is where New York follows its baseball team. Yankee baseball, weeknights after Art Ross Jr. and Sports Talk. And this is the place you can hear them.
Catch the Yankees on WABC.
Big game tonight against Kansas City Royals. We have Sports Talk with good old Art Russ at 7 o'clock.
Pre-game show at 7:45.
Batter up.
First pitch.
Holy cow.
8 o'clock right here at 77 WABC.
6:47. That's 13 minutes away from 7 o'clock. It's 67 degrees. Let's take a look at what's coming up in the news.
Well, a big fire under the boardwalk.
Down by the sea.
In Wildwood, New Jersey.
Really?
Palmer Payne has details on that one coming up.
New York Conrail's 5 o'clock Brewster due at 6:40. Churning along at 45 minutes late. The 6:08 Danbury, 15 late. Also scattered 10-minute delays on the New Haven line. Aren't you glad you're paying those higher fares now? Here we have the westbound Grand Central Parkway, heavy but moving through 168th Street. Everything else seems to be doing pretty well. Jersey City Police say Kennedy Boulevard has been reopened. Now they got the wet spot taken care of. And Joe Nolan. Joe Nolan back at 7 o'clock with another look at shadow traffic.
67 degrees currently in Manhattan. Ross Kay over at Radar Weather says we're going to have a couple of nice days for the weekend. Sunny and warm today, a high near 80. That kind of weather all the way through. Clear and cool tonight, a low of 63. 67 and clear currently in Manhattan on the Ross and Wilson Show.
The Los Angeles Times shouts, "Welcome, Arthur." Arthur, rated PG, parental guidance suggested, and Orion Pictures released through Warner Brothers.
Now playing at select theaters near you. It's 6:48 and a half on the nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show, reminding you to trade in your truck tomorrow.
I don't have a truck.
Well, you can save a load anyway with a Saturday-only truck deal at Toyota City. You might want to trade in your car for one.
No.
1305 East Boston Post Road.
Boston? There's that name again. Jeez.
Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck, New York.
Wow.
Well, Toyota City has the truck you need. They've got four-wheel drives.
Yeah.
They've got two-wheel drives.
Right.
They've got diesels.
Do they have long beds?
They have short beds.
Do they have sport trucks?
Yes, they do.
Those are the ones with the king-size beds.
Brian. They've got every model, every option.
If you know what I mean.
And everyone's priced at just $100 over dealer cost for their greatest truck sale ever.
Toyota City.
The trucks are built Toyota tough for big jobs.
Right.
Tight-fisted for big economy.
Stop in at Toyota City.
That's tomorrow only for a good look at these good-looking pickups.
I've seen some good-looking pickups around here.
I don't want to talk about it. They'll take your trade-in, and they have bank financing right there on the premises.
That's Toyota City.
1305 East Boston Post Road.
Boston? There's that name again.
Mamaroneck, New York, tomorrow, Saturday only.
Now, if you decide on the truck is right for you, friends, it's just $100 over dealer cost. So you'll be able to make up your mind right there on the spot.
914-698-8120 is their phone number.
Give them a call right now, and you won't get an answer.
Well, they're not open until
Wait till later, and they'll tell you all about it, though. 6:50, 10 minutes away from 7 o'clock. It's the nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show at 77 WABC, New York's radio station with Olivia.
Wherever you go.
The current temperature, 50 degrees.
Repeating our top story, the Yankees will honor all Game 5 tickets or those from Games 1 through 4 at tomorrow's scheduled home opener at the stadium against Chicago. I'm Bob Capers, WABC News. Here again, Peter Bush.
And thank you, Bob. We're zooming into a Saturday night in New York on Easter weekend. This is WABC 77, New York's radio station, just about 10 minutes after 6 o'clock on the Mike McKay Show in Chicago. Chicago on WABC. I've been searching so long. What would you do?
Here at Aqueduct is where you'll find New Yorkers playing to win.
77 WABC.
77 WABC, a little 50s style boom-a-da-boom-a-da-boom, you know? Should I do it? That's the Pointer Sisters. I'm Peter Bush with you, 20 minutes after 6 o'clock on WABC, where you can talk sports weeknights at 7 o'clock. Talk to Art Rust Jr. on New York's radio station, 77 WABC. This is Dr. Hook sharing the night together. 77 WABC. I love sharing the night together with you. I don't get it that often a chance to. It's good to be here with you in New York on WABC, where the Yankees play the game tomorrow, weather permitting. The Yankees go up against the Chicago White Sox in a doubleheader. Finally, the season opener is going to happen. Join Phil Rizzuto and Frank Messer for the pregame show at 12:45. Game time 1 o'clock. The Yankees play the game on 77 WABC.
Member FSLIC.
77 WABC.
77 WABC. Remember, just a short while ago, we were talking about Cha-Cha Fernandez and the Slumlords and the Minks and so forth and so on. Well, 1967 was the year of that song. The group, Strawberry Alarm Clock. That'd be quite relevant for today. 77 WABC. Charlene has never been to me.
Hey, lady, you lady, cursing at your life.
Real in the years at 77 WABC. Steely Dan on the Ingram S. 11 minutes ago. How about that before 7 o'clock? Thought I'd kind of smooth things out a bit. Anybody who ain't stroking somebody by the time this record is over ain't nobody. Yeah, that's good music. That's Al Jarreau at 77 WABC. It is 8 minutes before 7 o'clock in the Ingram thing.
You know, here in a democracy, we're supposed to...
Let's see what the weather's going to be for this weekend. Partly cloudy tonight with patchy fog possible, down to 60. Variably cloudy tomorrow. The rain will come in for your weekend. Showers, thunder showers the afternoon and evening. Figures as soon as I get 7 weeks off, it starts to rain. High near 73, except the shore. Shower activity will taper off tomorrow night, and I may too. About 53. For Sunday, a chance of a shower or two in the morning, which can be fun if you play it right. Otherwise, partial clearing during the afternoon with a high of about 70. We are surrounded by a rowdy bunch. All right, rowdy bunch, let's hear it. All right, thank you, rowdy bunch. And because you're such a nice rowdy bunch, I'm going to play you this song.
WABC. Listen to New York.
Let's hear it for the anthem. Come on.
You can hear it everywhere. There's a style that's all your own. That's the way it ought to be. We're New York style at 77 WABC. WABC.
Got to do it. Got to play this one. Normally about this time I play a piece of music called, God, I've forgotten the name of it. It's been so long. Tri-Fi Drums by Billy Mays Orchestra, which is an album which is a cutout on Capitol called Wild Stereo Drums. In case you want to buy it, you can. But I have a couple things I'd like to say before I go. Number one, I'm going to a wonderful new thing called Super Radio, which will be a product of Radio Enterprises division of ABC. Number two, it will premiere on the 21st anniversary of my continuous employment of ABC. So what I'm doing is taking about 7 weeks off with pay, and I'm going to enjoy that. I told you I wasn't going to tell you who the honor group of the day was until the very end. I suppose it should be Hal Neal, the man who hired me here when I was very much unknown and from St. Louis. I'm from New York, but I worked in St. Louis before I came here. I suppose it should be my delightful wife and my family who have made it possible for me to get through some rather rough times in my life, and it is. I suppose it should be a group of my peers who came to the studio today with love and some champagne and some fun, because having the love and the feeling that I feel from them right now is probably what it's all about. The hell with the money. That's the first time I ever said that in my life. But the honor group of the day, my friend, is you. Because if you hadn't listened, I would never have been here. Thank you.
There came from Electric Radio Dinner. Hip-hop the air.
Hey, baby, how about it, huh? 7 before 1 with Johnny Donovan. I wish I could stay a little bit longer, but time is running short here. Fourth season. I wish I could stay, but things are changing at WABC. This is my last show, and that's the end of it, I guess. I'm staying on WABC radio here as a staff announcer. I'm looking forward to the position. It's going to be exciting, and I'm all in good shape here. I'd like to thank Ron Lundy, especially, for being very kind to me when I came here at WABC and being directly responsible for lots of the good things that have happened to me since. Thanks again, Ron. Really appreciate that. This was the first record I ever played on the air back at a station called ORFM. And ironically enough, it'll be the last one. Take care of yourself, okay? And that's it. Bye-bye.
Once upon a time, there was a tavern.
We got a couple of minutes left, Ryan. It's come down to this, hasn't it? It's, about a minute and a half.
This is the beginning. And for Rick and me, and it's beginning for Al and for Jay and everybody here with Talk Radio. So this is the beginning. This isn't the end.
Okay.
And that's the way I like to look at it. That's the way I've always thought about it. Oh, I do want to remind you, I want to thank all the folks at LaSalle Ice Cream, especially the president, Mr. Steve Kissel, for the presenting this show, for Dan Ingram and Ron Lundy. Our last WABC show. Sounds like a movie, doesn't it? The Last Picture Show or something? I had a good time today. I love you. Thank you so much for everything.
I love you too, Ryan. My best friend in the whole world. It's been a lot of records over the turntables to make a very bad simile. There is one thing that I want to say that will be probably the last time that matter of fact, it will be the last time I will ever be able to say this on WABC. And the last thing I'm going to say is, this is WABC, New York. I can't say that anymore, can I? But it's been a ball for almost 21 years for me, 17 years for you, Ryan, for almost 22 years of the programming that's been on the station all this time. And we'd like to play just a couple of things to nail it down. Let's have that.
find somebody near you who will take the time to hear you. You can talk to us, WABC. When you need a way to show that your opinions count, you know that you can talk to us, WABC. Cause we love the sound of people talking. New York, you're never alone. WABC, Talk Radio 77. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut too. You're the people we're talking to. When there's something on your mind, an open ear is what you'll find. Come on and talk to us. WABC, share your views with the nation. Cause you've got a station you can talk to. WABC, Talk Radio 77, New York.
Good afternoon, I'm John Maher, WABC News. It's 67 degrees and sunny in New York. This is the noon edition on WABC, New York's radio station, brought to you by Long Island Savings Bank. It's a